What's up, everybody? It's been a while since I've done Addison's truck thoughts or raw truck thoughts. Fun fact, not in a truck. I'm actually jamming in the Honda Civic right now. Yep, heard that right. Got a new car and I love it. I'll do some videos on it sometime soon, but that's not the point of this video. So this morning I've been listening to TED Talks on the way to work, and this morning a TED Talk caught my eye about winning doesn't equal success. Winning doesn't mean success. And it was actually Coach Valorie, sorry, I can't remember her last name, but she was the UCLA gymnastics coach for 29 years. Can you believe that? 29 years. Out of control. Guess what? She led her team to 7 national titles, and she didn't even perform in gymnastics. Mind blown. Okay, there's a couple of things out of that, and I'll get to that in a second, but the reality is, this is the first reality. The reality is, winning doesn't mean success. And it's really hard to fathom that. And the reason why is because for so long as an athlete, as a collegiate athlete, it was win. That's all we ever talked about. We didn't talk about success in the way of drawing out successful people or leaders, right? It was always win, win, win. And there's nothing wrong with that, but we're conditioned to think that if you don't win, you're not successful as a team, right? Or if you don't have a good game, you're not successful. We're not thinking about the overall picture whenever we talk about winning and success. And so she was breaking this idea down. And this is one thing that I live by whenever I'm coaching clients or whenever I'm coaching and mentoring athletes, is the fact that you're not only learning things to play a sport. Yes, like the physical elements of learning and applying things, that is what the sport entails. But overall, you're learning how to be disciplined. You're learning how to control your body. You're learning how to navigate uncomfortable situations and force yourself to be better. So I really tried to make champions on and off the field, much like Coach Val talks about, and I'll drop that YouTube link in the description below so that you can actually go to it and watch it as well. But the idea behind winning doesn't mean success comes through to today and my conditioning, because I bought a cornhole set for the office, and it was our idea, primarily my idea, to have a cornhole tournament. And you know, I actually got beat on the last throw in the finals, like not the actual championship game, but the final four. I only had to toss one more on the board, and when I tossed it, it hit beside the hole, and then gravity took it off the backside. So the person won. It was 20-17, and she got exactly 4 points because of what she had made on the board, as well as made one in the hole. And then mine would have made us tied at 20, but instead it knocked off, so it gave her 4 points exactly to win the game. So the final score was 20-21. But so I'm a competitive person, and so that really it didn't sit well. Like, I was physically getting hot, not frustrated at her, but just at the sake of losing, because I've been focused on winning and not understanding or not wanting to understand that winning doesn't define me. Because I've been conditioned, society as a whole is conditioned to make yourself think that winning is everything. Like if you lose, you're a failure. Trust me, I like to be competitive. Like, don't get me wrong, I love to be competitive, but not for the sake of losing my soul and my identity, because winning doesn't define me. As much as we want to think that it does, our identity is not in that. Our identity is in finding the element of success and understanding that success is not in the win-loss column. Success is in the overall journey, the overall season of what it means to get there. Like, what does your final record say? And then what did you learn during that season? Did you have fun? Did you get the adrenaline, the drive that you were looking for? Did you learn something? Do you believe in yourself more? Those are the kinds of things that champions are understanding of and really dive into. And so that's my video today. That's just my recap thoughts of this morning, theoretically thinking through winning doesn't mean success, and then playing a sport. Cornhole is a sport. There's a national league, so don't fight me on that. But the idea that because I'm wrapped up in winning, my identity at that moment was defined because I was a loser and she was the winner. But that's the reality. Like, that's how we have our mentality of sports. If you don't win, you're a loser. Yeah, I hate losing. Like, don't get me wrong, losing is bad. I'm not encouraging you to just skate by and think, oh yeah, I'm totally a loser. And no, like, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna compete and I'm gonna work hard and I'm gonna have drive, so you better watch out. But don't let that consume you to the fact where you don't understand where you were whenever you started and your identity now and your focus now versus where you were. So those are just my car thoughts today. Just the idea that the identity that you've set yourself up for is failure. It's like finding your identity in the win-loss column is a recipe for disaster, because at the end of the day, you're not ever going to be satisfied. So, man, I would just encourage you, if you're a sports guy, a sports person, take a step back and just better understand who you are, why you're competing, and how you can get better. This is Addison signing out. Y'all have a great day.